There's a we do social media at the brewery, and there's a trend where you do a review on something just based on your facial expressions. And there's no words.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like I'll hand you a beer, and you're like, no, yeah, exactly. I don't think you're supposed to make any noises.
No noises.
Yeah, no noises.
That'd be hard for me.
It's either hand expressions or facial expression.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's kind of
That would be tough for me.
Why? Because you're a talker.
I'm a talker and a noisy dude.
You are a noisy dude for sure.
Your mom likes the noises.
I'll let her know you told her that. You said that. I'm sure she'll be thrilled.
I've only talked to your mom on the phone, so I kind of like her. So please don't do that.
We haven't even started yet, and we're already on my mom.
That's how I start my mornings.
With my mom, got it.
I figure if I've already dug this hole, I'm just going to keep
going with it.
This
Yeah,
will
right.
not be edited out.
No.
This is kind of.
I like this. I like this quad.
Thank you.
What's the ABV?
A little over 12%, 12.2,
Sneaky.
anchor quad.
It's sneaky.
Starting strong. Mm-hmm. You ready for me to do this thing? Are you set up yet?
I don't know what the hell.
Oh shit! Now you're going that way now.
I think that's probably the best way to go. But I'm kind of crooked. I don't understand why. What episode is this? 100? Is this 110? 109?
I don't know. It's too long with your ass.
That's what she said.
On that note.
Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, promotional products and design. They cover your brand bumper to bumper with graphic design, promo products, and print. See what Dire Oil Graphics can build for you at direoil.com. That's DYEROIL.com.
Smooth jazz.
I'm not sure that's any better, but here we are.
This is not a strong start to this episode.
I mean,
welcome back to the Beers with Nigel episode podcast. What are we? I'm Nigel. That's wait, I'm getting it wrong.
A show about beer and other stuff.
It's weird when we flip roles. Like I don't know what to do. It's almost like switching hands.
I guess I should be recording. Stop recording, but here we are. It'll be fine.
We're fine. It's good.
Yeah. So we're in Platte City, America.
We are not right there next to the Platte City Water Tower.
No, we're not.
He was hoping.
I really was. I wanted to do the whole commercial from my youth.
Oh, yeah?
What commercial?
It was an auto dealer, I think, right there by the Platte City Water Tower.
It's very possible.
Back in the 80s, 90s.
Okay, I heard. But you don't remember the jingle?
That was it.
Probably something
That was the catchphrase.
Platte City Water Tower, Ford Automotive.
That was the catchphrase at the end. That's it.
Who's this guy singing this song right now? Welcome to the show again for the second time.
Let's start that over.
We're further south than we were the last time we saw you.
Yes. Yep.
Because the last time we saw you was at River Bluff in River Bluff in St. Joe.
St. Joe, Missouri. Yep.
Welcome to the show. Back to the
you.
show. Billy Campbell is in the house.
Thank you.
Yep. He's got a whole new concept.
This is a whole thing. Like when he was on earlier, it was home brewer.
True, but he hinted. He hinted.
He dropped some hints
that came out of the bag during that podcast.
Yeah.
So.
There was yeah. So he's what do you call that? There was a phrase I was going to say it. That's gone.
Well, he done gone pro. That's what happened.
Yeah, he would like professional.
Right.
Professional.
So how is it in the big leagues?
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
You're gonna have to get off the table though. You're like there you go.
Nigel gets.
He was shaking it. It's fine.
Right, I know.
He was.
Protect the video.
He's very comfortable around us. Can't you tell?
That's right.
We were at Barley and Vine.
Barley and Vine. Yeah, downtown.
Right in historic downtown Platte.
I had never been here before. It's a quaint little downtown.
It is. Yeah, historic downtown Platte City.
Yeah. Well, how did this come about? I know you kind of hinted you were going to do something on your own back whatever episode that was. But what did this come about? Give us the rundown of Barley and Vine and how it happened.
Yeah. So Laura, the owner of Barley and Vine, was looking for a brewer last year, and I just threw my hat in the ring. She had interviewed some known brewers in the Kansas City area, and I was the lucky pick for it. So, and then went through construction, which was, as anybody that's come into breweries will know, that 2 months turns into 10 months, and it's double the cost, double the time.
We're looking at you, Vine Street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait a minute, it wasn't just $15,000?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sand Hills. It's not. It's more than 15 grand to start a brewery.
That's all you need, folks.
So how does one go about picking a brewer? What was that process like?
So there, of course, was oddly no application that you fill out. You just you kind of send in a resume, and came down, talked to her, and brought some beers that I had brewed with me. Went through, tried them, came back again, talked some more about what I've done, what I'm doing, brewing world, where I want to go, that kind of stuff. And then I don't know, it was probably a month later she hired me.
So were you looking? I know we talked about it. Were you looking to go pro? Was that your goal?
No, yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, being a home brewer, being the president of a home brew club, it kind of put me in front of a lot of different breweries. I mean, I worked with some other breweries, helped open a brewery in St. Joe, that kind of stuff. But going pro was not really a on the horizon. I would say, maybe 10 years from now, kind of deal. But definitely not. What was it? 2 months after I talked to you guys last time.
What was it that made you think, this is the time, though? I mean, what changed there?
I just think it was the right time. So talking with my wife about it, it was go for it.
Spousal permission is always important.
Yeah. And it was kind of that maybe midlife crisis. I don't know what you want to call it. It was just getting more and more involved in brewing.
Yeah.
That it was just time to take that jump.
Yeah. You know what I found out? It's not the table that's the problem. It's the floor.
Yeah, the
The floor is like
the 160, 80-year-old floors don't help.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
They are beautiful floors, though.
Oh, they're lovely.
This building is incredible. Nigel, you're going to have to do some B-roll.
Building
footage after this.
Yeah. So before we move on, what are we drinking? We have one of your beers.
So what you guys are drinking is the Anchor Quad. It's a Belgian quad that was done with a lot of raisins and Belgian sugar and turbinado. A lot of malts.
Very tasty.
Oh, it's smooth. And what's the ABV?
12.2.
That is sneaky good, man.
On it. And then it's
smooth.
It's the base for a barrel project that we're doing now, too, that will come out in November.
Yeah, go ahead and expound upon that. We saw the barrel pre-show.
Yeah.
Tell us about that barrel.
Our pre-show meetings.
Yeah, the pre-show tour.
So that it's going into a Wilderness Trail Distillery straight bourbon barrel. 5-year age, I think, is what the bourbon in it came out from. And then it'll age in there. It's a medium char. Is what the research that I've done on it was. There was no descriptor on there. A lot of that marking was faded off of it.
Yeah.
So.
What are you expecting when it comes out? That was a good start for a burp.
4.
Well done. 4.
It's only 1:26 on a Sunday.
Oh, my God. He gave it a 4. Wow. Oh, wow. Tough crowd.
Wow.
I learned a lot in a year.
about burping.
Yeah.
Scoring burps.
I think there was a lot of burp scoring that episode on the patio at River Bluff.
Yeah, there was, and the wind didn't help, so I think they were underscored a lot.
Yeah.
That was probably almost close to exactly a year ago.
I don't know.
When is, because it was right before Ales
Ales
Yeah,
West.
it would have been in March.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
Yep.
Serendipitous. That's good.
Big words on a Sunday. Big words.
That's $4 word. All I got is $1.
Was there part of that conversation with Laura, with the owner, where you were like, yeah, I'm making the right move?
Yes. So.
Or was it just when she said, I'll hire you?
No. Yeah.
You're
hired. She's an educator by trade. She was a teacher in St. Joe and Platte City.
So she's rich. Got it.
Yeah. Hey,
Nick's married to a teacher.
Marry them teacher ladies.
Yeah.
They get you all the cash.
Yeah, that's right. So, of course, money wasn't a thing, for it. And she's an educator. She's a sommelier. So wine and education
Yeah.
is where she wanted to go with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And wine and beer are a great match. And there's no upper scale wine bar and brewery anywhere near Kansas City.
Yeah, there's not really this concept, which is
No.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I've told people about it. They're like,
There's a
where?
couple like vineyards, but that's it.
Right. So I mean, you can go to really good breweries and get wine,
Right.
but you can't go to
Yeah, there's not a place where it's like a brewery and you can get really great wine at the same
Exactly.
time. That's not a thing.
And-
a wine bar / brewery.
Yes. Yeah, and then there's a lot of education around it. So
Yeah.
with the sommelier and a brewer, we can educate people on a lot of stuff when it comes to beer and wine and the crossover between beer and wine.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff that goes into winemaking is the same thing we do in beer brewing
Yeah.
and vice versa.
You don't hear that a lot, that part of it.
No, because again, it's when I saw the concept, I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool.
Well, because I feel like people are usually wine people or beer people.
Oh,
He had a little barf at the end.
little
Second burp.
Just second burp. Whoa.
Oh, that was breakfast.
Yeah.
The post drip. I don't know what you
Yeah.
call it. Wow, that was good. That was like a 7.
I'll rate that a
7? You get
Yeah,
a
I'll give it a
7. But you're right. That's really not. But the funny thing is, I'll ask beer people, do you drink wine? And a lot of them do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is some. Not very many people drink. I only drink beer or only drink wine. But there's probably some winos out there who only drink wine. But I feel like a lot of times
We don't drink shame. we don't drink shame on this show.
No.
there's people who because there's always a beer you could put somebody on that might be wine-like.
Right.
Oh,
Like we have
the saison.
yeah, we have Wee Bit Fancy. It's a French saison. It's transparent, and I drink wine. Oh, here, try this.
that, yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, this is beer. Yes, it's not. This is not Budweiser. Sorry, or Bud
Yeah.
Light, or Bud Light, or Ultra. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So-
Make ultra drinkers. Come on.
Yeah. We
So-
try some.
So you get the job.
Yep.
You come in, obviously jumping from a home brew system to a big system. What was that like having? Because first of all, you got to pick the equipment.
So the equipment was already in place.
Oh, really?
I put it all together.
So who decided to get the equipment? Did she?
Yeah, so Laura picked out the equipment with Alpha. So Adam from Alpha up in Lincoln.
Oh, got it.
Came down.
So they coached her up and was like,
Yep,
looked at the space.
this is
and
what
were
we
like,
need. The space.
Oh,
did
that's cool.
The draw up on it and everything. It was sitting in crates, pallets. The tanks were all in the building,
Yeah.
which was a challenge in itself. I mean, you saw the sides of the
Right.
Yeah.
of the HLT and the mash tun.
Yeah.
Half the wall had to come out to get it in the building, but it was all sitting in place when I got hired.
But you had to put it together.
You unpacked and
Unpacked and
did
put
the
it all
IKEA
together.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope I get all the parts.
I'm going to do this unpacking video of a brew system.
Right.
It's going to be 2 weeks long.
Yeah, the
Could have been
Allen
your first marketing.
the Allen wrenches are a little bit bigger when you're doing 7 barrels.
Whoa. So it's a 7-barrel system. You kind of got the little tour there. There's something different. I had never seen. Talk about that tank.
Yeah, so it's a 2-barrel system. It's a combi system. So you have the HLT on the bottom, and then the mash kettle on the top, and then the boil kettle, like a normal system would be.
Had you ever seen one of those before?
So I have. Black Pony up in Maryville actually has a smaller version of it, and Tall Trellis has an older version of it.
Oh.
So
That wasn't part of our Tall Trellis tour.
Well, we went back there and saw it, but we didn't get any details.
so they have a cold liquor tank too.
Okay.
So I'll get back to the hiring thing. So after I got hired, put everything together, I actually went and brewed up at Black Pony on their Alpha system. That's the same thing, smaller.
Got it.
Reached out to Ryan Triggs
Yep.
at Tall Trellis
Shout out
and
to
went out
Ryan.
and
Yep.
Tall Trellis, great place. And
Yeah.
right off of K10 and Olathe,
Yeah.
hard to find.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Good beers, man.
Love the space.
Oh, the
It's way
space-
out
yeah.
there from
Space is
us, but
stupid.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so went out and brewed with them again. That two kettle type of system, just to kind of learn that Alpha system.
So what was that like going from like 5 gallons
From
to fucking
10 gallons to 200
Yeah,
gallons.
yeah.
I don't want to say it's easy. It's not easy
No,
brewing.
nobody's
brewing's
ever
not
said,
easy.
no one's ever said that was easy
but
on this show.
when you when you go from 10 gallons to 200 gallons, it's the same process. You know, it really is. You're just dealing with, hundreds and hundreds of pounds of grain instead of ounces.
Nick,
is
stuff.
it just doing the math?
I was going to say.
I mean, yeah,
No.
I'm scared of math. So is it just doing the math to
No,
scale it up?
it's
or?
not. There's great programs out there that, help scale stuff up, but it's not just scaling it up, not timesing it by, 20 and then just throwing everything in there. There's a lot of difference with the hops, that don't work out the same way just by scaling stuff up.
Yeah, I'm sure a bigger amount of hops is going to have a different effect than a 5 or 10 gallon batch, right? Yeah.
And efficiency is, way different, going from a, 10 gallon, system to, this alpha system. I mean, I got probably 20 points higher in efficiency.
Is it less forgiving, more forgiving?
I would say at home it's probably more forgiving. This is a little less just because of the dollars that are behind each batch.
Were you nervous?
So more pressure.
Was it? No, I wasn't nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd done some practice at the other places?
Practice, yeah. So, I mean, I brewed on a 1-barrel system. I'd been down to, Wichita and brewed on their 7-barrel system.
Yeah.
I brewed in St. Joe at Angry Sweet on a 3-barrel system at Black Pony. So I'd brewed on these larger systems.
Yeah, okay.
Before and put together, a 1-barrel system, for another brewery. So the nerves wasn't there. It was kind of the, I don't want to mess up the first beer that I brew. So it ended up being a stout, just in case.
I got to hide some shit in this one, right?
So, if the color doesn't come out right, it's fine.
What was the first thing you brewed here?
So it's the Dark Vine Stout, which is actually on tap right now.
Okay.
So it went on, it got brewed in August, I think, and it actually K-conditioned for about 5 months before it ever went on tap.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was the rationale behind doing that?
Letting it condition?
Yeah.
Just to give...
For that long?
Well, we split that batch and actually made it a coffee stout. So the coffee stout went on first.
Okay.
And then the plain base stout went on second.
Okay.
With it. And I, really conditioning, I think it dropped out a little bit of that roasty-ness, the astringency that you get in some of the stouts that are a little green. Yeah. For it, and just that conditioning of the stout, I think, really changed the overall profile of it.
Now I'm excited to try that one.
No, that's next.
Bong bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bong bong. When did you actually open?
November 4th.
November 4th.
Yep. So
just
4
in
months
time
ago.
for holiday beers.
Yes, just in time for holiday beers.
What are you drinking? We didn't ask you what you were drinking.
So this is affectionately called the Troubles. It's a mix of a ordinary bitter, which we call Bloke's Bitter, and the Vivian's Irish Red.
What are you pointing at?
You know what it's time for?
Okay, wow. Go for it.
Mystery beer.
Well, here we are. Thanks, Bree Burrows. We love you.
And Nigel enters the field.
Yeah. Feel free to reach in the mystery beer bag and grab.
Do you want to do my mystery beers? I brought some mystery beers.
Oh.
Bong. I mean, sure.
You know what? Dealer's choice.
Yeah, dealer's choice. Yeah, you get to pick.
So
I mean,
it's such a mystery. I haven't even had them.
Oh, even better.
I like that. Somebody put the blindfold on. We're having fun.
The blindfold? Really? I don't know. Somebody tied my hands behind my back. We're having fun? I don't know. What we got there?
I'm just trying to make it weird. It's fine.
Glass Castle Pilsner from Silver Branch Brewing Company.
Where's that?
I don't want to look at the ABV.
See, he knows.
Oh, he knows the game.
I'm trying.
Silver Branch. I feel like. Oh, I was gonna.
Maryland.
I was gonna guess Colorado.
Does it say where in Maryland?
Maryland.
In Maryland.
Silver Springs.
Okay, Silver Springs. So
Silver
it's
Springs,
basically
Maryland.
DC area.
Yep.
Very cool. Crack it open.
Let's go.
I've never. Yeah. Oh, that was lovely.
Double mic.
Did you double mic it?
Double mic.
Double mic'd it.
That could be a beer name. Double mic.
Double-ended microphone.
English. And you said it's a Pilsner?
Pilsner, yes.
We just had a Vine Street Pilsner on the way up. Makika, I think that's the name of it.
That was good.
Fucking fire, bro.
They are killing it.
Yeah.
Every
Killing
beer
it.
they do.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I kind of hate them
Well, look,
for making us wait so long.
they
to
made us
That's
wait
right.
so long. And look, and their beers are really good. Their space is awesome.
Yeah.
They're great people. Yeah, I hate them. You can't have that much
This
success.
is the perfect segue to mention we're doing an event at Vine Street in,
I know.
in April. One pint at
One
a time.
pint at a time screen.
One pint at a time.
It's not just an event.
It's a 2-day
It's
event.
a 2-day kick-ass event.
So go out there and get your tickets.
bit.ly/capital O 1 pint with a capital P.
Or you can go to beerswithnigel.com.
Beerswithnigel.com.
That's a little easier to remember.
Yeah. It's for the Negro Needs Museum.
The Jazz Museum.
Yep.
And
the Black Brewers Association, National
Yes.
Black Brewers Association. So it's basically a fundraiser for those folks. But also, it's a fucking great film.
Yeah.
And
And-
you're going to get a lot of good beer.
yeah.
And us, too.
The bottle share on that Friday night, live podcast, the movie.
Saturday's the movie.
But this is the shit though. This what excites me about the situation. That was forced.
That was not forced. It was just weak.
Okay, heard.
It was a little better than the last one.
You think?
Yeah.
No,
it
that was
woke up the vocals.
That was downgraded.
Yeah. So this event, I'm excited about it because the number one beer fest in the United States is Barrel and Flow out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
The founders of that beer fest are coming to Kansas City,
Nice.
which is fucking crazy.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And look, those guys, that festival, that's the inspiration for our podcast. It's the inspiration for that documentary.
What do we call them?
They're podcast daddies. Whether they like it or not, daddies.
So yeah, April 12th, 13th. Get your tickets. It's gonna be a good time.
It's a great time. On top of that, you left out one other part of it.
What's that?
So the founders are coming in, Ed and Day. We've got the filmmakers are coming into town.
Yeah.
Most of the cast from the documentary is coming into town.
Mm.
And that Thursday before, they're partnering up with KC Area Breweries for Collab Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 1 pint at a time beer available this summer
Yeah.
with proceeds going back to us.
It's a blonde ale with buckwheat honey.
That's right.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
good. It's gonna be wild.
And look, I'm going to we'll throw this out here too. Even the area breweries that we aren't partnering with for
Yeah.
the
If you
VIP
wanna-
collabs, if you want to take a riff on it,
Right.
do it. We
Yeah.
invite everybody to take part in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we got this beer. What's it called again?
Glass Castle Pilsner.
It's pretty hazy for a Pils.
It is.
A little something at the end there. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
It's got some lemony snickets.
Yes.
It's got that kind of got that grassy lemongrass.
Lemongrass to it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. It's what do you call it? It's very bright.
Yes. I would agree.
Very like
I like it.
It's crisp.
It's not very pilsnery.
it's
It's
crisp.
not-
It's crisp.
Yep.
It's
It's
hazy.
crisp. Little of that metallic to it.
You think so?
Yep. Kind of probably from the hops. Hop bitterness.
Is that what that is at the end?
I get that in some pilsners. I've had it in a few Czech pilsners recently too.
That it kind of reminds me of a Czech.
Yep.
There you go. It's good though. I like
I like
it. I
it.
mean, I could drink it.
I feel like it's a low one though.
Do you think so? I mean, it's a Pils. It should be low, right? 4.5. That's where I'm going. 4.5 on ABV.
4.3.
Oh, your price.
I'm playing the game.
Your price
It's
is
gonna
right.
go
to me.
4.3.
Yeah,
you should
I'm
go.
playing to win.
4.7.
Okay, 4.7 and actual
Our
retail
actual
ABV.
retail ABV.
5%.
Dang. You win the rest of the can.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever's in there, the dregs.
Just trying to one up me, huh?
Yeah. No, I actually need that. Pilsners make you burp. You now. I feel like you're just.
He's
you're
just trying now.
Yeah.
I think
Nah,
you
I'm
turned
burpy today. I had a lot of drinking last night, so
Are you turning the sound up on your microphone?
always.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk
And on
about.
my camera too. It doesn't do anything, but I turn it up.
So you guys been open for what is it?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah,
What's,
4 months.
What's it been like for this type of concept? What's been the reception?
I think it's been a great reception. We've done a lot of partnering with wine distributors to bring a lot of great wines in that I don't think people knew were available in Missouri. So that's number one. I think on the beer side, we've been able to try to blend some wine ideas into the beers when we're brewing stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing that we'll try today that we've had, but going forward, we're starting to do a little of that concept with it. And then the people have been great. Like, we get people from South Kansas City, from Iowa, Kansas, all over that have come down.
Because you're right off the highway.
Right
too.
off the highway, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're really well positioned to get some of that. That's farther north too. I mean,
Yes.
you're gonna get Nebraska, you can get Iowa. People coming
all over,
coming
coming
from all
through,
those kind of
Oklahoma,
rural areas up
you know,
north.
Yep, just making a trip up I-29.
Do you get a lot of locals as well?
Tons of locals.
And they're
I
kinda-
like to call them regulars at this point. You know,
Because
for some of them.
I feel like downtown here, this is a unique thing.
Right.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
There's nothing like
I know.
this.
I know they've got the pool hall next door, but that I'm just saying.
Right.
I was thinking of wine and beer over there. Is there?
Well, so Pool Hall recently sold, so it's going to be a whole new idea coming up pretty soon. So.
Pool hall.
I did see a little Mexican dive up the street
Yeah,
there.
so La Cabana.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. You say it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay, heard. So this building though, you told us before we started. Give us the rundown because it's got a history.
Yeah, so this building is the oldest building in Platte City. It's original, basically, building. It's where you'd come to get land in Platte County. The cellar is like 1830s, like, just way old. Then it was burnt down in the Civil War. The building was, so the cellar's still original, of course. The building was built, shortly after that, right on top of it. And then, everything in here is still original. The ceilings, floors, the walls, most of the walls are original. Yeah, I mean, it's super old. It's been a doctor's office. I was telling you guys, they did surgeries on a dirt floor.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
In
don't
the
you?
basement.
Nothing like a dirt floor surgery.
Yeah, dirt floor surgery.
You got a cut, rub some dirt on it. It's
That's
fine.
right, yeah. Yeah.
That's what they did back in the day, right?
I mean,
Nature's antibiotic, man.
We still have barrels downstairs from the doctor.
No shit.
Yes, that transported like zinc and
Really?
yes,
Wow.
yeah, potassium.
You gotta age that beer in some zinc.
Yeah, those zinc barrels.
The zinc barrels.
I mean, this is a certain customer.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, zinc's good for you, right? So zinc and alcohol has
you got
to
one
be
of those
good.
mercury barrels.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, especially old ass zinc, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
so
come on, this is the Midwest. There's zinc everywhere.
There's zinc everywhere.
Right. Like you walk barefoot, you're in zinc. It's fine.
So, have you ever been here like late at night and heard any noises?
Yes.
I knew it.
Was it your butt or was it a ghost?
Could have been a ghost.
Up his butt. Got it.
Yeah.
Those are the aliens.
Ghostbusters. There it is.
Now there was.
Butters.
I was here one night painting these stairs next to us, the spiral staircases that we have.
That does not look like that would be fun.
No.
I mean, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But painting those does not look like it would be fun.
It wasn't, and it was late. It was 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, dark. We had the chandeliers and the lights and stuff in here, but none of them were really working yet. Like you could turn one thing on, and that
So
was
you're
about
holding
it.
your phone with the flashlight with one hand and painting with the other.
And you'd start hearing some like fluttering noises upstairs, and we still hear them every so often. The fluttering. It'll be during the day we'll hear the fluttering noises. Who knows what it is?
Yeah.
It's probably a bird in the old chimney or something. But we like to think it's a.
It's ghosts.
It's ghosts.
Giving their approval
That's
of
right.
the beer.
Yeah.
I lean into ghost. It's a ghost.
Yeah.
So did Bill Murray. Leaned right in.
So we had this conversation the other day at the bar, and somebody agreed with me because my mother told me this years ago. When you get like a chill, it's like a ghost walking through you.
Yeah.
And I said that to a guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Oh shit, somebody else knows this." But some people have never heard of that. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that. I am skeptical. I'm a cynic.
So what do you think is
happening?
happening with your body when you get a chill and it's not cold?
I don't know. I don't think about it.
Oh, he's in
Well,
denial.
he has to pee.
I mean,
He has to pee.
I mean, come on, everybody gets that pee shudder every once in a while.
Could be a ghost that makes you have to do it.
the ghost of pee past or
Yeah.
pee future? That'd be pee future.
I hope it's pee future. I don't want old peas coming back to haunt me. Good night. Tip your waitresses. I'll be here all weekend.
So the design of this place, before I go to design, the beers that you're doing, are they your recipes?
My recipes.
Does she have input at all? Are
Yes.
you guys talking about them?
Yeah.
or-
So we, once a month probably we'll sit down, talk about what beers we want to do, over the next quarter.
Are they full pitch meetings? Do you have PowerPoints?
No, it's usually over a glass of beer or wine.
Yeah.
It would have been really funnier if you
Yeah. We have PowerPoints and slides.
Yeah.
And
had to make a slide deck for her.
stuff from American Brewers Association, and it's just stuff like that. And then what's selling, what isn't selling.
And the KPIs on this flavor are.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's our return going to be on a 15% barley wine?
Is she a beer drinker?
Oh, wait, you just had me at 50% barley wine.
That's right.
Yeah, heard.
Yes. So she is a beer lover,
And you were a wine drinker.
and I'm becoming more and more of a wine lover.
Really?
Yes.
So you weren't.
Were
really,
you before?
I would have like a go-to, and then
Mad Dog's not wine.
No. What about Mashivitz? Like
Shivets?
Mashivitz.
Mashivets?
Yeah, I mean it's like the lower end Mad Dog.
I've never heard of that one.
It's pirate water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Toilet water.
Have you had the pirate water?
No.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that in your life. It's a 10%. What the fuck was
It's
it?
a 10%
Fruity.
seltzer? Question mark?
Yeah, we had it on the last episode. It was.
I mean,
not-
I don't even know if you can call it a seltzer.
Yeah.
because it's 10%.
It was carbonated Mad Dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was, and had red number 5.
Red
in
number
it.
5 in
Wow.
it. It might, and we might be dying of it right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You could be. You look like it.
Wow. Sorry, honey.
Oh, that was part of the pre-show. I guess we shouldn't have talked about it.
There's nothing that's. I mean,
There's nothing sacred in this.
We were laughing on our way up here. We were listening to the last episode, and supposedly he was supposed to cut something out about
And I didn't.
Centric Styles working at the bomb factory.
Oh, yeah, so now you're going to put it back in there. So 2 episodes in a row now.
Well, most people don't know it's the bomb factory.
That's true.
'Cause
Look,
it- 'cause
look,
it's-
guys, I want everybody to know it's fine because all the things they make there, they go click, but not boom.
Yes,
So it's fine.
and it's right next to a
Daycare.
no, it's right
Oh.
next to a weed thing.
Dispensary.
Not even no, it's
And-
not. No, it's not the dispensary. It's a grow facility.
Like a grower. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's a
okay.
grow facility.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grandview, Missouri.
And right next to a great brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard about it. Yeah,
You have
I have. Been there a couple of times.
every time.
So you guys were coming into the space. Whose design style did you collab? Was that her?
It was her. That's 100% Laura.
Really? It's
Yep.
fucking dope.
Yep. So upscale to the extreme.
You know what it reminds me of? There's a place in New York City, and shout out to Brooklyn, New York, a place called Torst, and it's a beer bar,
Okay.
but it looks like, if you've ever been to downtown Lee Summit, hand in glove. It's like white marble.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
the beer,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
beers are stemware. They had like the food was like it was not bar food. It was
Okay.
You know, it reminds me of that. You know, yeah, you can come get a beer or a wine, but it's not
You're gonna have an
be
experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
an experience. So well done. It's if folks come check it out. And it's not that far of a drive.
No,
I mean,
look
it's
at-
40-something minutes from Lee Summit.
I like a little bougie beer place every once in a while.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's
And I say that with love. When I say bougie beer place, that's love.
That's love. Yeah.
because you are bougie.
I mean, that's fair.
And you might
But
be able.
only on Sundays and Tuesdays.
Whoa, that's very
That's
specific.
pretty specific.
Yeah, it's very
I
specific.
would say you might be able to even get some beer and sparkling wine mixed here too.
Hold on.
Yes. Like a beer cocktail,
With wine,
sparkling wine.
I feel like that needs to happen soon.
I've never heard of such a
I've
thing.
not
What do you,
had this.
What do you get? What? Tell us more.
So it's
Please tell us a story.
yeah.
Dad, is that you,
It's
Dad?
it's Blood Moon Ghost that we have on tap right now, and
Okay.
then you top it with a splash of sparkling wine.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I kind of want that.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I've never heard those.
No.
No, absolutely not. But I'm-
Trade secret.
I have had a
Trademark?
beer. Actually, that's true.
Trade
I've had a
secret.
beer. I've had a beer mosa.
Beer mosa. Yeah, it'd be more like a beer mosa.
I've had a beer
but,
mosa.
but that's different though.
no, it's a sparkling wine
Yeah.
thrown in with a beer.
Is it?
Moscato, I think is what
That would be a Moscato, yeah.
Yeah, was
Yep.
what I had with it.
Well, we do mimosa, but it's like beer and OJ,
Oh, okay.
like an actual
That's
mimosa.
like more like a screwdriver.
Yeah, I'm actually more disappointed. I'm not even talking about the burp. I'm more disappointed that he just called beer and OJ like a real mimosa. No, you got to have the sparkling shit,
Right.
If you're gonna be a mosa.
Well, that's
Right.
the beer part.
Yeah, no.
No.
I tell you what. Next time you come to Transparent, I'll give you a wee bit fancy with OJ. Fucking fire.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna like it. I'm just saying your phrasing is wrong.
That's phrasing is wrong. What button's the mystery beer button?
Look,
is that one? I'm gonna grab the next one. How about that?
As a cunning linguist.
Oh, good Lord. I can't with this guy, man.
Cunning.
Okay. Bottle or can?
Bottle.
Okay, hurt. Got a little KC beer. Carolator. Yeah, it's a pale Doppelbock.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do have an opener. Thank you, Tanner.
I think you got to give it to him though. He's got to.
Oh, I was going to do it myself.
Well, we got to see if he can figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
How to open the
that's
bottle opener?
It's another game.
Oh.
Here's your bottle opener.
Yep, not hard.
What's that cap on there? That's from last time.
She's got a problem with that.
What is that? It's a Boulevard one. Is it one of the Smokehouse?
Who knows?
Stack series?
I have no idea. Well, the last person who tried to use that opener was miffed, if you will.
Yeah. That was creatively procured from Pathlight.
Yeah, shout out to Tanner from Pathlight. We appreciate you.
Creatively?
It was, yeah.
Well, Nigel's friend might have.
She's not my friend anymore. Here we are.
I was trying to be nice.
Look, he's going in.
He's going hard. See? You know what? He spoke too soon.
He really did. It's all I can figure this out.
That's not going to be hard. He's on attempt number 5.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey,
he's got it.
Way to go, bud.
Trying to go for some suspense on that one.
You fucking got it. You had the suspense, bro. So shout out to my dude. Why can't I think of his name? Chris Ham. He's one of the brewers at KC Beer, and he's one of our regulars. He comes in and drops off beer for us on occasion. Well, on a regular occasion.
Little beer karma.
Yeah, it's beer karma.
Yeah.
So he always brings us crazy shit. He did when Vine Street did that collab at KC
at
Beer.
KC Beer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he brewed it with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
which was again another banger
They done
that they did.
50-11 collabs.
That's a shit ton,
Yeah.
Yeah. So this lager. Cheers. Let's cheers it up. We haven't cheers. We don't normally cheers.
Cheers.
On the. We need to start doing that.
Do you need a microphone for the cheers, though?
Let's do it. Well,
That's better.
That was weak.
Triple mic'd.
Yeah.
Well, it's our first time.
That's true. Nobody's good on their first time.
Right. Especially with three things in you.
Right. Whoa.
I don't know why he had to make it uncomfortable.
Oh, you didn't like it? Here we are.
I didn't say that.
It's just uncomfortable.
You forgot the blindfold.
Or the velvet rope.
Yeah. Got him right there.
Oh, wow.
And I think this is it's named after a lady because those type beers. It's always a later on the end of it.
Yeah. Carla.
Yeah. So
Carol.
yeah, Carol later.
Carol.
So there's some story behind it. It's probably on the back. I'm
looking at it here.
Can you read that?
I was going to.
What's the
He stole
story?
it.
Founder's sister. Founder's sister.
Keep reading.
Like the founders or found her sister?
Founders.
Yeah.
In honor of our founder's sister, who was loved by many in Casey Beer Co. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of other words with that.
Yeah. I figured as much.
Do you want me to keep going?
No, you're fine. You're fine. But it's.
Brewers can read.
Did you see?
I feel like that's a beer name that needs to happen. Brewers can read.
One of the things I have on because I have a list of beer names, and one of them is Brewers Don't Wear Suits.
I want you to do one that says brewer that's called Brewers Can Read, but I want everything misspelled.
Good idea.
I feel like that's the ultimate way to do that one.
And we should launch it next year at the Brewers Read Bad Reviews.
Did you see Did you see the highlight video?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Have you seen the highlight video?
I saw somebody posted yesterday.
Yeah, well, I reposted it.
Okay.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
It's so great. I'm so lit though.
I got to go next year.
Yeah. Hopefully, Jessica. Shout out to Jessica Bloom for bringing that back. That was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Good Lord. Anyway,
This is tasty.
yeah,
It is tasty.
German style lager. Can't go wrong with that.
Yep.
Shout out to KC Beer and Carol.
I don't know where I'm placing that ABV though.
It is sneaky.
I feel a little stumped.
You don't look like a little snow. You look like a tree. But
What is this? It's a Mel Brooks movie in here.
Yeah, that's probably sneaky. I'm going to say For a lager, though,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of character to it. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot going on.
Yep.
And the end of it kind of leans towards a bigger ABV,
Right.
Because it lingers. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, hey, don't let this move taste
What's that
fool
hop
you.
at the end? What's that flavor at the end?
Alcohol.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a fair
Yeah,
answer.
that's exactly
the
what that
hop
is.
at the end of
yeah.
that.
Wow.
That's yeah. You think it's? I'm gonna go 6.1.
I was gonna I'm gonna
You're
6.8.
You're stumped. You really are.
I'm gonna go 6.8. I think
6.8.
I think it's higher. Did you want the 6.8?
No.
Oh,
6.8. Oh, you won.
6.5.
Okay.
I think we're all right in the range.
Yeah.
our
so?
actual retail ABV. What do we got?
I think it's right on the front, isn't it?
7.4.
Whoa! I knew it.
Winner, winner.
That was a good one. That was like
was a good
that was
one.
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. No, that's sneaky good.
That is.
for a lager. Really? Love you Germans.
Yeah.
That's kind of shocking that it's that big of an ABV. It's guys that has you intrigued now.
Yeah,
doesn't
I
it?
know. It's like what all is in that to get
Yeah.
it to 7+? What was it? 7.
It's the
4?
alcohol at the end.
Yeah. Instead of hops, it's just alcohol.
Right. I'm just gonna throw that back at you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's really that's weird. That's weird. So, how many beers do you have?
We
tap?
have 9 on tap right now, from light to dark. So low ABV to high ABV. So lagers to the Belgian quad you guys are drinking.
What moves here in
That's
town?
exactly what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
what moves here in town, or is it a wide range?
It's a wide range. You know, whatever's new goes quick, but the lighter the beer, the better the beer. So the lagers,
Yeah.
the browns that we have, the ordinary bitter that we have, is done really well. The IPAs do really well. So, I mean, I guess everything does well.
everything is
fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's like, all my beers fly off the shelf. What are you talking about?
It's just depends
Every
on
beer I make.
the day of the week, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it goes back to the community. Everybody's accepted this really well, and they want to make sure it succeeds. So
Yeah.
they come in and.
What was that like? You're opening right as the holiday season kicks in.
That was bad, sorry.
No, that was.
No, I kinda liked the low entry point there.
Low, yeah, that was. Yeah, I felt like you held back a little
I mean,
bit.
that's kind of like the bass in the choir, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, sure you're right. Sure you're right.
The doll guy from Boys to Men.
No.
The tall guy from Boys to Men. Oh my God. Okay, heard.
But I mean, did you immediately get people from community in?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Is this a hopping downtown during the holiday season?
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
it's there was days you couldn't even walk in here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
seats.
fantastic.
No seats, upstairs, downstairs.
So I don't know anything about Platte City. What's the population here?
Good question. It's very spread out.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah,
it's very spread out. I mean, you have all of Platte County, but Platte City's a pretty small
Yeah.
area.
but I guess
in
there's
general.
nothing like this for miles.
Yeah,
I'm guessing,
nothing.
right?
I mean, your closest brewery to us would be Liberty, maybe.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not on the Missouri side. I mean, really, going over to Leavenworth would be the closest.
Is there a
one.
brewery in Leavenworth? Leavenworth?
There's two.
There's one downtown, right?
In Leavenworth?
There's two.
There's two downtown in Leavenworth?
Wilcott and Leavenworth.
Oh, that's right. I forget about Wilcott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have a tap room
Yeah.
in Leavenworth, and then you have Leavenworth.
Leavenworth Brewing?
Yeah, Leavenworth Brewing.
We got to go to Leavenworth?
We must.
We got to go to Maryville first. Though. We got to do Black Pony. They told us that months ago we need to go. So we
I know.
Actually, I think it was a
and-
year ago.
And
Yeah.
and we've had a few
Months.
yeah.
I mean, that is a number of months. We have had
It
a
is.
few other people tell us too that we need to get up there.
Well, I'm just going to call you out right now. You thought it was too far away. It's going to be an overnighter. Overnighter.
Is it an overnighter?
Yeah, we'll go stay
No.
we'll go stay in the girls' dorm.
No.
Well, like
Yeah.
like I've done that and I passed. That's fine.
No, we
The few times she made me go to Maryville.
you know who's from Maryville? Sean from Diametric.
He's from Maryville?
Yes. He knows all those Black Pony guys.
Oh man.
Yeah. Shout out
I'm
to
glad
Sean.
he got out. I mean, it's good.
We're not breaking that news, okay? Maryville's fun.
Maryville's fine. Maryville's fine.
In my St. Joe days as a weekend sports anchor, I was famous. I'd go to Maryville, cover the Bearcats.
Yeah.
Well,
you know?
see, I have a little bias because they're incredibly successful with their athletic programs, and I went.
They didn't do it.
I went to a piece of shit university that tries for mediocrity and misses.
If it's any consolation, they didn't do as well this year. And Brandon,
it made me feel better
from Jazzy Bees will tell you because he's a Northwest alum and he hated it.
Oh, dude's got rings.
He's got
from his
rings,
time.
but the kids right now, he's not. He was so mad. He
wasn't happy
He had
with
the
the
whole
seasons.
football team come to the restaurant, to his
Yeah.
restaurant, and eat, and they went and lost.
Yeah, I know.
No
By the way,
love.
he didn't like it when I asked if it was because of his speech.
Sorry, Brandon. Anyway, back to the show. What do you like to brew? Or maybe what do you like to drink? And is it different what you prefer to brew, or do you brew what you like to drink?
I think that's a good question.
Because I can tell you right now at Transparent, Nolan will tell you his favorite beer, and he brews it for him, even
Right.
though people love it. Is the Lusengalski's Pale Ale.
Really?
So that's his favorite
That's
beer.
his favorite.
And he'll tell you, I brew that for me, which is,
Yeah.
nobody knows that. So
now.
What say you, sir?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like to brew things that people want to drink. That's
a weak
That's
answer.
a pretty stupid answer. But
He
almost said question.
Stupid question.
I think that's a great
stupid
question
question.
because, look, you and I have the same kind of background. Nigel, I don't know how to tell you this.
Separated at birth.
so one of the things that I told Laura when we were interviewing is that I like to brew beers that people don't like. Like they didn't like before.
Okay, heard.
There we go.
So like a gateway
Yes,
kind of,
yes.
the gateway drug
Yeah.
into IPAs
Yeah.
kind of deal.
First taste is free.
Yeah, first taste free. So, we've had people come in here.
That's
and,
actually what was on his dorm room door.
Yeah. 20 years later, how'd that go?
20.
Who are we talking to? We're not talking about me, are we? No, we're not talking about I thought we were talking about you anyway.
So, one of the things we put out there before we open, names, what kind of beers do you want to drink? And we actually had somebody say, not an IPA.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're getting a fucking IPA.
Oh, yeah. And IPA is one of our hazy IPA right now is one of our better selling beers, too. And we have people come in here that like, I don't like IPAs. I'm like, please try it.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, this is an IPA?
Yeah.
I was.
How many times have I told that story?
I
love
thought
it.
I didn't like IPAs very much when we first started the show.
I talked about you last night. You didn't like sours.
Well, yeah, but that was just I didn't know what I was talking about.
Well, I think there's been this huge transition in from what IPAs used to be, even 10 years ago.
Well,
where it was
absolutely.
the higher the IBUs, the better. And that got people turned off on IPAs.
But I think it's
yeah,
also
people got turned off by the hophead culture, right?
Yeah.
Of let's shrink our faces so much with the hops, but
I still think it's perception. It's
Yes.
reality.
Absolutely. Well,
where people think they hear IPA and they think
And they get scared.
They think bitter,
Yeah.
right?
because they think
Yeah.
the word hoppy, which we're
you
not
can't-
supposed to
you
use.
Thank Melissa Cole. We're not saying hoppy. We're just saying bitter.
But I
Yeah.
also think it was such a trend for a while that like a lot of breweries would have 6 IPAs on tap at once.
No, there's a brewery I go to, Turning Point in Dallas, really great brewery, and they probably had 35 beers on tap. Probably half of those are IPAs.
Yeah.
Because, but then again, to your point, there's a wide range of IPAs.
Right.
Absolutely.
You don't have to like all people. There's a wide range of
You
people.
do have to like all people.
Well, but
You
there's
should like all people.
I mean, okay, don't hate them. How about that?
There you go.
Okay. I mean, except for the Oklahomans. I tease.
I'm not from Oklahoma. There's that. There we are.
Really?
You keep claiming I'm from Oklahoma.
Really?
You know what? I'm gonna take your ass to Oklahoma sometime. get you a.
I think I like all Oklahomans except you.
I'm not Oklahoma. I lived there. Yes,
For most of your life.
a lot of it. I lived a lot of places. A lot of it.
early part of his life, right?
No, actually, the middle part of my life.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I'm at the end. Oh shit!
I mean, I hate to break it to you.
So we learned 2 new things.
Do you see that hearse parked outside?
No wonder my knee hurts. I'm dying. Apparently.
That's where it starts.
With the knees.
First to go.
Oh, bloody hell!
No, I do like that question. That is what you like to brew, what you like to drink, and I think the example that comes to mind is like you and I started as sports reporters. We did a lot of that in our professional youth.
I was a news reporter, actually.
All right, whatever. My favorite sport is baseball. I hated covering it.
Oh,
Yeah, baseball was a pain in the ass.
too slow.
As a reporter, it's just not fun.
As a
As a fan, I love it, but as a reporter, there's just not enough. It's harder to get good stories out of it. I loved basketball. And you can find great stories out of basketball.
I wasn't looking for stories. I was looking for video.
Yeah, well, because you guys are hacks.
Well, but you needed video for your words.
I didn't need video for my words.
Yeah.
But you do
I
now.
took my own photos.
You do now. Oh, you took some still photos? That's cute.
Takes a little more skill.
Anyway, back to the
And
question.
then he'd go and read my stuff on air.
You like brewing stuff that people don't want to drink,
Right.
but do you have you have style? What do you gravitate towards as far as your taste, your palate?
So probably browns and stouts.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always stout season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always stout season.
Yeah, heard.
There's just various levels of that stout.
Okay, so I'm just going to flip the script. How about, you're getting into wine. What's your wine of choice? Because I feel like if you like, I'm not, leading you.
Right.
But, because stouts, to me, stouts and reds,
Right.
to me
They go
are-
together.
Yeah.
So the bigger the
Yeah.
wine.
Is that because of like the dryness that comes with those big reds? I'm not. There are wines I like, but I don't know enough to talk too much about them.
So one of the weird things is I'm not a huge fan of barrel-aged beers.
Okay.
But the bigger, the drier, the more tannic the wine, I'll eat it up all day.
Have you had a barrel-aged wine?
All wines are barrel-aged. Well, all
Okay.
red wines are barrel-aged.
Okay, heard. But they do some wines and they'll put them in a bourbon barrel.
Right, yeah.
If you tried any of those things,
There's-
those
I've not
changed
had
my life.
that.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, there's probably some that we have on the shelf over there that
Yeah.
that have gone into a used barrel,
Yeah.
used bourbon
Yeah.
barrel. I would say like a dry red
Okay.
would be where I would gravitate towards. But I had a rosé Friday, that smelled and tasted like strawberries.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, as long as you didn't say Merlot, you're fine.
no, yeah.
If you know the movie Sideways.
That's exactly. I was about to ask you if that's where you were going.
Oh, absolutely.
That conversation came up Thursday actually about Sideways and
Really?
just destroyed the Marlowe business. And
Oh, yeah.
and Marlowe's are great. I don't understand.
Well, and
It's-
they talk about how
I'm
Pinot
sure they
Noir
are.
went crazy after that.
yeah.
I'm sure they're great, but that scene is
Yeah.
it's to the point
It's
now,
iconic.
you can
Yeah.
Google it and it pops up. I'm drinking your fucking Merlot.
Yeah, and that the distributor or winemaker we were talking to is like, I hate that movie Sideways.
Oh, I love
Now
it.
try my Marlowe.
I don't know why, but you said that it was kind of dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that might be a trick to take maybe a stout and put it in a Merlot
Barrel. So
Yeah.
I don't remember. We were talking
Somebody's
about it
done
early.
that recently.
I'm sure somebody has, right?
Right. It's where we will start barreling. So I was telling you guys earlier that our cellar is going to kind of be our barrel area
Yeah.
at some point. Not bad.
Whoa.
Oh, you
Went a little limp
That
on
burp
that
was
one.
so bad, your camera lost its stiffness.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. That was weird.
That was the bong bong went away.
Watch the YouTube video, kids. See that happen.
That was weird.
50 minutes in.
Yeah. So one of the things we will, barrel in wine barrels, but our goal is to work with the winemakers that we sell here and barrel in a wine that we carry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we'll release them together. So we'll, if it's a Cab Franc barrel, we'll barrel, a Belgian quad or a barley wine or a stout in it. And then, 6, 8, 9 months later, we'll put it out with that cab that was in that barrel.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
So that's the idea.
I had to turn off my mic because I was coughing. You know why?
I thought you were dying, actually.
Well, there's the knee and then it's the cough.
Like it had moved up from the knee.
You know what time it is.
Mystery beer.
We're going back to your fancy bag. Look at that. That's a nice. Uh-oh. Bong bong. What we got here?
So this is we'll kind of go back to the home brewing world.
Okay.
So this was a beer that won a couple of gold medals that the club, Old Joe Brew Club, did.
Yeah.
And then we won a scale-up competition down at River City Brewing in Wichita.
Oh, no shit.
So they rebrewed it. So
I
I
just went there.
You were down there, yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Wichita undercover beer scene, man.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Undercover, really good. I was like, holy shit.
Was that the Cellar Tween Macbeth tour?
Kids, do not make Wichita a day trip. That's
No.
dumb. It's dumb.
That's like a weekend trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least an overnighter.
No, you need more than just a day.
Heard. But if you're going to
Yeah,
do it.
but you don't need to go there and back in one day.
And make sure it's not foggy.
right.
Make sure it's not foggy on the way down and way back. What the, Connor, I'm looking at you.
But doing it in one day, that cuts down your drinking time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't driving it. I didn't care.
Well, hard.
Yeah.
Here we are. So now you know how to use the opener.
Yeah, that's right. So, but this one,
I don't know if he's looking forward to proving that or not.
yeah. So this one, there was nine brewers, home brewers that did this.
Really?
We all brewed different systems.
Yeah.
Same recipe, put it into
Yeah.
a wild turkey barrel.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, they all went in. It didn't matter what they tasted like.
Yeah.
And it was a Scotch ale
Okay.
that went in. But so we went down with Brandon and Diver from River City. It was me
So
and Vinny.
everybody's homebrew went into the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little massive cuvee.
It's
Yeah.
a giant cuvee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some
The homebrew
risk,
jungle juice
high risk,
aging.
low. Yeah, there you go, jungle juice. But yeah, so it went to a couple competitions, won some gold medals for
Nice.
it, and then won a scale up there in Wichita for it.
So how do you scale it up with nine?
Yeah, so they took the base recipe
Okay.
for it. They took two different barrels, so a wild turkey barrel and another barrel for it. And then just to make sure that the scale up was done correctly, Vinny from River Bluff and I went down and brewed it with Brandon and Denver there at River City, just to make sure that it was legit kind of thing.
You're gonna need a little blue pill for your
That's
device.
something. I don't know what's going on with that thing, man. It's losing its. Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
So-
we did that. ZZ Hops.
ZZ Hops do that?
Yeah, we did. Shout out to Tony, the artist formerly known
Oh my
as
lord!
the artist formerly known as Winship. I don't know why it's doing that. Here we are. It's tired apparently.
I think maybe you're not centered on your
yeah,
holder.
yeah, hold on. Yeah. Anyway, so we had a dark truth barrel from Boulevard,
Oh,
and everybody dumped.
And blank.
Here we are. Stand by.
I don't know that you can say anything Boulevard is underrated, but that Dark Truth Stout, I think, is an underrated stout. Like it is, I don't think it gets the public love it should get.
Right. Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Nigel can't talk.
He would disagree.
I probably.
He's over here just bad mouthing it. He also can't figure out a phone.
Right. I love it. This is good. This is good dead air time.
Yeah. So
Well, what is? I'm going to go back to you like the gateway stuff. You want to convince people,
that craft beer is great.
right?
Beer.
So, what is that gateway IPA? Because you said you got the response. I don't want any more IPAs.
Right. It's
Okay. But so what are you making that's going to kind of like let me get you back in?
so you can do you have to blend those hops correctly. Like you can do a 60 IBU IPA, but if you have the right maltiness and everything with it, it's going to taste great.
Yeah.
That's my audience right there. But apparently we're hanging out upstairs. Why? You missing all the fun?
Was the kid zone?
There's a kid zone upstairs.
You didn't tell us there was a kid zone.
Kid zone.
Yes,
up,
ball
Grace?
pit, everything.
What's up?
Why aren't we podcasting from the ball pit?
It's Kristen.
Actually, if you guys
Kristen
wanna do
and
it
Grace.
upstairs.
Kristen and Grace are gracing the
Kristen.
show.
And Grace.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Grace, for gracing the show.
yeah. We love an audience.
We
a studio
give
audience.
grace for you, Grace.
Yeah, we give Grace. Boop 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 boop. Anyway, before my phone got limp, here we are.
We're gonna have to edit ourselves now. We got an audience.
Are we? There was a child here earlier. They're fine.
Yeah.
I know, but this one you actually respect. I think.
Children need to know the truth
That happens.
about adults.
Yeah.
That we're dumb.
We're dumb and
We're just like
sometimes
them.
Nigel needs blue pills.
Well, you're doing a good job, phone. Well, you got hot. I feel how hot that is. Well, it's not even hot anymore, but here we are.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go to this beer.
Old Joe.
It's an old
Scotch ale.
Scotch ale.
Scotch ale.
The nose on that is great.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is fabulous.
Well, that's tasty.
How old is that bottle?
A couple months.
Oh, okay.
But it was aged a year there at the brewery.
And again, I'm going to say this is another sneaky one because I bet it's bigger than you think. Dumb.
I know the answer, so I'm not
I'm
gonna.
gonna. If it's aged a year, is it really bigger than you think? I mean, you kind of expect it, right? Yeah, I was waiting for the response. Really? You're gonna bite off that response?
No. I had a mouthful of beer.
Oh, she almost knows that. I thought I was setting you up for that.
No, you set me up for another drink. That's tasty. It's smooth. That's why I think it's sneaky.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
that's exactly right.
Yeah. So let's not screw it up like last time and go super under. Let's go higher.
Go big, Nigel. Go big.
Why are you whispering to me?
I don't know.
It's weird.
I thought it made it more uncomfortable.
So should we make this a 3-person? We can bring.
Sure.
You've got two. You got two.
Yeah, we
beer
got
tenders.
two
Yeah.
beer tenders over there.
All right, let's.
Kristen,
You guys need to taste this.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, bring a taster.
bring two tasters.
Bring two taster glasses.
Bring two taster glasses. We're playing Guess the ABV.
If there were such thing as podcast famous, then yes.
Okay, yes. And I want to
Yeah.
podcast famous.
But
Okay.
we haven't achieved.
She's coming
that.
in.
Okay.
We got our moms to listen. That's about really all we do.
So
And Grace.
you're gonna taste this, and we're gonna guess the ABV.
We're going to taste
Go.
Yeah.
go
Price is
Grab
right
you one.
rules.
Yeah.
Guess
Price.
what it is.
Yeah.
Guess
Price
the
is right
ABV.
rules. The closest without going over.
Now, how specific? Am I
You
guessing
can't
the
go over.
style?
No. The ABV.
You're a chef. You can
That's
do it.
all my volume. Okay.
Yes,
Just taste it. You'll be
she's
fine.
a wine drinker. She should be able to get this
Yeah.
on the nose.
Wine drinker, wine snob.
Drinker. She's not a snob.
I'll drink out the bottle.
Oh, heard.
Drives Laura crazy.
So
Straw or no straw?
it's
I like the helmet. With both sides.
it's bigger than you think. Phrasing. We know. We're already there. Here we are.
Really,
All
you're
the
going
adults are
back to old
laughing.
jokes?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Hello.
I'm gonna say, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like 10.1. It's just sneaky.
I'm going 14.9.
Oh, good lord!
Oh, wow. She's going big.
Shoot him if you got him.
Kobe.
13. Oh, you a Swiftie?
You going
13. Okay.
13? What say you, Nick?
11.
11. Okay. So I will give you something on this one that what we brewed originally was a lot bigger than what this one is.
Well done,
Not
sir.
bad. Not
It's
bad.
decent, bro.
I'm gonna throw that at a 5.7.
The verb 5.7. Wow.
6.8. So and you asked earlier what one of the challenges is going from small scale to big scale.
Right.
Is ABVs never line up like you wanted them to.
Yeah.
So actual ABV without going over 11.25.
Bong bong.
I was what 11.1,
10.8.
10.8.
Yeah.
So I
Sorry.
won.
No.
What'd you say?
I won. I said 11.
Yeah.
Sit down, Milt.
I don't remember that. Did he say 11? Did
Yeah,
he?
he said 11. We can rewind it.
Let's go to the tape.
Let's go to the tape, Bob.
Old Joe is mine.
No, you don't get all that. Get the hell out
I
of here.
won fair and square. I didn't even cheat that time.
Do you cheat?
Nah, I've never cheated.
So with
I would never
39,
cheat on you, Nigel.
Anchor Quad is way more smooth and does not taste so alcohol.
We didn't give her the mic for that.
Whereas, like your Anchor Quad, that's a 12.2%, tastes very smooth, whereas this tastes very much like alcohol. So that's why I guess the higher number. But you're just a great brewmaster, so
Oh, suck it up.
I don't sign her paycheck, so it doesn't matter.
Here we are. You just poured you a full glass of that, didn't you?
Damn straight I did. I won.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm editing. There's a child,
She's
a mother
heard,
I respect.
Trust me, she's heard all the words, haven't you? It's fine. It's fine.
I'm trying to be respectful.
Of whom?
I don't know, somebody. Once in my life, I'm going to be respectful.
Today. Got it.
I chose today. Damn
No,
it.
that's a really good beer. Who is Old Joe? Is he an actual person?
No, that was
No, we just found a dead guy on the street. I went over to the morgue. I saw this face. I'm like, Joe, that's the one we want.
he was one of the guys in the basement here.
Oh wow.
That had surgery.
That's the ghost.
Oh, he's the ghost. It's a
He's the
flutter.
ghost, yeah.
It's a flutter.
No, that was just the name that we came up with. It's Old Joe Brew Club. In
Oh, yeah,
St.
yeah,
Joe.
yeah. Oh,
and
heard, yeah.
So it was Old Joe's Old Ale.
It's funny. I'd like to know the story behind the.
You want to know Joe's story?
Well, the face. It's
So I'm guessing I didn't design the label. River City did, but I'm gonna go with they paid somebody. And
His leathery face.
not,
AI
to come up with a guy.
AI does a great job with
Heard, yeah.
images.
Yeah, here we are.
You could see the battles he faced in his life.
Yeah.
The alcohol
Just
wasn't
on the
high
wrinkles
enough.
of his skin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leathery. Oh, it's leather. It's leather
Leathery
face.
skin,
It's
yeah.
leather face.
Aged 1 year wild turkey whiskey barrel.
Wild Turkey is an interesting barrel to barrel age in.
Right.
I feel like not many people are going to choose that.
Well, shout out to Got a Hold down in Eureka Springs, Dave. He did a it was a Wild Turkey barrel. It's called Crooked and Steep, and I think it was a barley wine, but it was stupid good. Because when you think of whiskey, nobody thinks, "Oh, this guy's just a Wild
Yeah,
Turkey."
Wild
This
Turkey.
guy's a wild. It's like your grandpa's whiskey,
Yeah.
Right.
That's a,
that's the weird uncle that lives at Lake of the Ozarks, right?
Yeah.
with the Wild Turkeys.
With the wild turkeys.
Yeah.
He's drinking wild turkey while he's hunting turkeys.
Yes.
Right.
So apparently you guys have a whiskey selection as well, huh?
We do. Yeah,
What-
I pick all the whiskeys. Laura and I pick all the whiskeys.
Really?
I'm more of the whiskey drinker than she is, but just like
What are you choosing?
Look at that. You got
So-
his attention right there.
so
Hey, buddy.
that was kind of a good one too. She introduced me to a lot of different wines that are way underrated.
Yeah.
I think, and then I kind of got her into that whiskey side of stuff too. So
I think I see the West Bottoms bottle over there.
yeah, we do go local. But yeah, we usually carry Truman, which people drink that up really well out of
Yeah.
Clinton, and then
Fun
West Bottoms.
Fun fact: Kristen over there, her best friend is the West Bottoms. That's her husband.
Oh, really?
Well, they own the business together. Maybe we
Okay.
should go there after here. I've never been there,
Heard.
and I dig that whiskey. I think I think it's super solid.
No, I actually took that to Chicago to a buddy of mine who's a big bourbon and whiskey guy, and I took him to West Bottoms, and it was great.
Yeah, it is good. It is.
it's super solid.
Yeah.
So shout out to West Bottoms. We're gonna get him on the podcast
Let's do that.
because we got the hookup right there. She's
There you
right
go.
over there. The hookup.
Yeah. Call somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
All she's got to do is text.
Yeah.
So
I know a guy.
it's about knowing,
Yeah.
not what you know, but who you know.
But who you know?
Who you know. So what's it look like going forward? I mean, obviously you guys have this great space. Hopefully this podcast will hit some people too, because we even
We'll get you like 3 or 4 new customers.
Right. The
Yeah.
3 customers.
50,
man.
50
3
11,
viewers.
yeah, 50 11.
I mean, 3 or 4 people might come in because they heard it on the podcast.
Well, it's funny because I've been talking about your spot since you reached out, and people are like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Hold on, what? Wine bar? Brewery? Yes. So it's one of those things where people are like, oh, that's new and that's different. We should go. And really, let's keep it real. Downtown Platte City. It's kind of quaint.
I like it.
I kind of dig it.
Look, I love old downtown
Yes,
areas
yes.
anyway. Like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Drive in here,
Yeah.
walk into these old buildings.
What's your wine of choice?
See,
You're not a wine guy?
I like reds. I know that. I like dry reds, but I don't know enough to be telling you like
I'm gonna have to find you a barrel aged red, man.
because I just don't do enough wine to be able to say more.
Bro.
So what I do is my wine friends, I tell them I really like dry reds
Yeah.
a lot, and then they just give me things.
Did he just go to the bathroom? I think he did.
I think he did, but there was a nice little prance he did on his way around the corner there.
As he bounced the
It's
cameras.
like, he had the Bedoin. It was fine.
I gotta get you. There's I forget the brand. I went to the artist formerly known as Lucas Liquor, which is now.
Is that liquor hose?
No.
Oh, they're Total Wine now.
Yeah, Total Wine. So I went in there and I was looking for beer and I got overwhelmed. I've told this story before. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to get some wine. But what I wanted was specifically, I wanted whiskey barrel aged wine. It'll change your fucking life.
I will tell you, I don't know the brand name
Me neither.
or whatever, but there's actually a boxed red blend that somebody at Macadoodles recommended to me that I really like. I keep it in the studio. You've seen it. You've seen it in the studio.
Shout out to Macadoodles.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just thumbed my mic. I got a little nervous as he came running out of the bathroom. I'm like, what's he doing behind me?
We loved your prance on the way to the bathroom.
I mean, it was a nice. There was something acrobatic about it.
Yeah, it was trying to get there and back before you guys talking about wine.
Well, heard, but we did. But you know what I'm gonna call that? A pissy prance.
A pissy prance.
Yeah.
A piss prance.
Pissy prance. A piss prance. You know.
Also, a good beer name.
Good name, yeah. Maybe.
I mean,
look, it's got to be.
Sorry, TTB.
It's got. Look, you got to make it as close to Mick Ultra as possible, right? It's gonna run right
Here
through.
we are.
That's right.
I was just telling him I don't know the brand name. I was at the artist formerly known as Lucas Liquor, which is now Total Wine.
Yep.
And I got overwhelmed by the beer selection. I was like, this is way too much for me to handle right now. I was having an indecision day.
You had a moment.
Yeah. So I went to the wines, but I knew what I wanted wine-wise because somebody had given me a bottle of. It was a red. It was not a Merlot. it was probably a Shiraz, which is my favorite red.
Right.
But it was aged in a whiskey barrel.
I don't know if I've had a Shiraz in a long time.
Oh, it just I drank the
I've
whole
liked
bottle.
them in the past.
Yeah.
You know, that's my.
But I honestly really do like. So when I go for wine, I'm usually with my wine drinking friends, and I say, "You guys kind of know my flavor profiles, what I like.
So
just get me something," and I just let them pick.
So you go to a lot of places with Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pirate water.
Pirate water.
Pirate water.
Pirate water.
Made by Barstool Sports, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
So what?
Now I feel like you need, especially. I mean, look, the Platte County Pirates, am I right?
Right.
So you need this
Right. Yeah.
in your life. You need. No, you don't.
So one of our original beers, opening beers, was the Platte City Pale Ale that had your water tower on it as the logo.
Right there by the Platte City Water Tower.
For that, whatever commercial was, that was.
Whatever that commercial was. I swear it was an auto dealer in the 80s.
I think you're right.
It could have been.
I think it was in the 90s actually.
It's on YouTube. I bet it is.
I bet everything's on
YouTube.
Everything.
Apparently, you can drink a lot and have some other stuff and sit and watch yourself on YouTube and laugh for hours.
I've done that.
Well, I know. That's what I was referring to.
You've never done it?
We both did that just last summer.
But we're funny.
In our own minds.
Let's keep it real. Podcast daddies, who the guys who created Barrel and Flow, are comedians. They're comedians.
First time we had them on,
And we made them laugh.
I made them laugh, and I just told Nigel after I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, we don't need to do
Show's
another
over.
show. The show's over.
Show's over. I made pro comedians
Stop
laugh
recording.
once. I'm done.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm out.
But we've stepped it up.
And so I ruined it actually by keeping it going.
Oh.
I should have quit while I was ahead.
But no. We've leveled up. They're coming to Kansas City.
They're coming to Kansas City, and they don't do the festival without coming on our show first every year.
They said it's a tradition, and all these folks who are coming to town have never been here, which I love. So we're going to give them the Kansas City experience. So there's
Well,
going
I mean, let's go through that. We've got Ed and Day, the podcast daddies,
Yeah.
are coming from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
The filmmakers, Aaron and Brigitte
Orlando.
Jose, are coming from Orlando.
Yeah.
The Henny Ninja is coming from Tampa.
Yeah.
You're going to hear the Henny Ninja story later.
Alicia's coming from Alicia, whatever
From
it is.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yep.
T.O. Crowns and Hops out of L.A.
And then
Jonathan
John from New Orleans.
Cajun Fire is
Cajun
coming
Fire
up.
Brewing.
Ale Sharpton is coming up from Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah. It's gonna be a hootenanny.
You're a hoot. That's what you are.
There you go.
And I don't know who Annie is, but she's coming too. Is that Annie from Vine Street?
Yeah.
Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie?
Thank you. By the way, thank you. At first, I was like, damn it, he's not going to finish.
Oh, phrasing.
Oh, did I go there?
So what's the? I mean, you're coming into. You opened in the winter.
Yep.
You're about to come in. You've already talked about. You've had some big crowds. Mm-hmm. Spring, summer's coming, bro.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're ready.
We're ready.
Okay. Okay. He's like, fuck it. I'm ready.
We're ready. I mean,
What's your big summer brew going to be?
so we've got Friday. We did Pink Boots collab.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, women-owned business.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you
Heard,
you're
yeah.
have to.
definitely part of that. That's going to be a Italian IPA for it.
What makes it Italian?
I don't know. No, it's
Italian's British.
The blood of Italians.
so instead of an IPA, it's an Italian pale ale. It has pink peppercorn in it, hibiscus to turn
Oh, wow.
turn it pink.
Oh, okay.
And then the wonderful Pink Bloots blend.
How many ladies did you have come brew with you?
It was me and Laura.
Oh, just okay.
Yep.
So not the group, but
Not
okay,
the-
heard.
Yeah, so
I mean, as much as you and I love what we do, and we're good at what we do, but look, there need to be less people that look like us doing this shit.
right. I mean,
More women doing it. More people that look like Nigel doing
Yeah.
it.
British?
Yeah. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
We need more Oklahomans in the industry, which is really why we're doing One Pint at a Time. It's really a documentary about Oklahoma and the trials and tribulations of Oklahomans trying to get into the beer
Well,
industry.
you know, the wind comes sweeping down the plains. You know.
yeah,
Well done, sir.
And
Well
that,
done.
And that waving wheat. You know, it's
Yeah.
sure so sweet.
No, that's Kansas.
that's Kansas.
No, you don't know the Oklahoma song? Oklahoma, where the wind comes.
Well, the freaking
There's-
Jayhawkers
that's
do
the
the waving of the
Jayhawk
wheat all the
wheat, yeah.
time.
No, I'm actually giving you the Oklahoma song, the words that they taught us as
Because you're an
Preaching.
Oklahoman.
Oklahoman, yeah.
I win.
do not make eye contact with him.
Okay.
I win.
Thank you. That's
Oh,
why
you can't look away from me. You can't look away from me. See?
fucker.
I win. 'Twas ever thus.
We should probably drink this last. Well, there's no last mystery beer.
There's more.
2 bags.
Yeah, there's 2 bags.
And also, look, this may have to come post show. That's fine. But I'm gonna have the beermosa before I leave this
beermosa.
building.
Yeah.
Before I leave this
Heard.
building. Yeah. So one more time.
Mystery beer.
I love Brie Burrows.
I do too.
I haven't seen Brie in a while. I need to go see her.
Yeah. When we were
Like
talking.
she makes great beer, but she's a pretty badass human too.
She is.
And when I asked her about the collab with Alicia from shout out to Rhythm Brewing.
You are gonna love her.
Yeah.
I tell everybody like this woman is a
Elisa.
force of frickin' nature.
Elisa.
Really?
She's awesome.
She contract brews, but she has a whole brand,
Okay.
Rhythm Brewing, and so was it last year or 2 years ago?
Started
They
coffee, a roastery company too.
Yeah,
Oh.
but she did a collab with Sam Adams.
What? She got that scholarship, right?
The
Scholarship.
brewership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brewership, yeah.
But they did. Did you know the brewers at Sam Adams, the lead brewers are all female?
No, I didn't.
I didn't learn that until we were at. It was 2 years
Wow.
ago
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
Barrel and Flow.
Yeah.
And they did a panel with her and the head brewers,
And it was all women. We were like,
which I love to point out when my some rednecks in my world.
Yeah.
Were mad at the Bud Light stuff,
Right,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And one of them started talking about how they're going to go back to Sam Adams. I'm like, I hate to tell you this. I've met the head brewer,
she's a lady.
and well, she's also a queer lady.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I
too.
mean, like all the things that you're worried about, that's her.
It's all the beer you're about to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good on you because it's good beer.
Yeah.
Are we
Exactly.
going
And
back?
they're good people.
We're going back in this bag.
Let's go back in that bag.
You want to do it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yep.
Here we are.
Ooh,
Well,
man, he's
wow.
I'm getting deep in
he's
there.
really
He's all up in there.
he's giving me a
there
little
it is.
twist and turn. I mean, he wants to make sure it's a good time.
Oh, we got bong bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skeet up.
What do we got there?
Double IPA,
American-
Citra, Strata, Nelson, and Matuka.
Yeah, from American Solera out of
Yeah,
Tulsa.
American Slayer.
How was that Tulsa trip, by the way?
Well, it was Oklahoma.
Wow. Boy, the hits keep on coming, don't they?
I love that he's on board with this, by the way.
You know what? You know what? I'm here for it.
Rinsey.
Yeah, the rinsey.
These are called French rinses.
Yeah. Okay. We learned something new. French
yeah.
rinses. You rinse your glass with a beer. Oh, we don't drink it?
You can.
You dumped yours out.
I did. I mean, look, you got it.
No, American Solera. Shout out to them.
How was that tap? You posted a couple pictures.
Well, the funny thing
How was that place? It looked like a really cool space.
beautiful. One of my fun things was they do a walking tour,
Oh, nice.
and so they give you Walkmans with a cassette.
No way.
Okay.
With a cassette.
Oh.
And it's scratchy audio from the 1800s.
Yeah.
And there's only
Or
four,
1980s, whatever.
but it's in the theme of being
Oh, I
an
got you.
old school.
I got you.
And there's 4 stops, and it takes probably 9 minutes for the tour.
Right.
But you've got this
I feel like I want to do this
Walkman.
now
Yeah.
for our guests coming to Kansas City.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, MIC. Here we go.
And you can't do ZOU without OU, Boomer Sooner.
Nobody likes OU.
Shut up.
Even OU doesn't like OU.
So no, their facility, it's so expansive. It's so great. Their beers kill. Their barrel program's stupid. It was a highlight. It wasn't the highlight of going to Tulsa. The highlight of going to Tulsa was going to see Babyface in concert. Shout out to Babyface. That was an epic. People were like, he still performs. I'm like, fuck yeah, and he's still good at it.
He's not that old.
He's like 63.
Is he even? I wouldn't even have guessed that.
Well,
old.
they call him Babyface for a reason. He looks like youngest father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say mid-50s.
And my favorite part of the show, he does a 20-minute segment where he does all songs that he wrote and produced that you might not know that he fucking did.
Wow.
And we're talking
That
from
had to be amazing.
Mariah Carey to Madonna to Boyz II Men to Bobby Brown to Whitney Houston.
Who has he not wrote and produced for?
I don't know. He's a legend, man.
He even did. Sorry, had to get that out. But
3.5.
yeah, no, it's not good, but I just had to
yeah.
get it out. He even did like back in the '90s. He did like a couple songs on a U2 album.
Yeah.
I mean, he has written and produced for everyone.
He's prolific, man, and it was fucking great. But American Slayer, dope. I mean, just look at that beer, man. It's pretty beer.
Oh, that is
It's pretty beer.
Taste that. That is fantastic.
I mean, the nose is beautiful.
See, this is one of those IPAs that people that don't like IPAs are going to like IPAs on.
Yes.
If you don't like this beer, I don't want to know you.
Right.
Okay. Wow. I'm afraid.
That's a good beer.
That is a good beer.
Yeah. It's got that mouthfeel.
Plus, sometimes I feel like you need to draw some lines in the sand just to fuck with people.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smooth. That's nice. That's a nice combination of hops. So apparently it's a collab between American Slayer and another brewery down in Tulsa. Whoever's on.
Oology.
Yeah. So, no, shout out to them.
I like that there's something a little harsh that like pushes against that fruit.
Yeah, I mean it's got some hop.
Yeah, there's some hop character to it, for
on,
sure.
on the back end.
Yep.
I'm not sure you could get someone a newbie to
pick
only because on the end, the front end is very approachable.
Yep.
That lingering hop,
There's something harsh, at the end. But I like the contrast. The contrast is why I like it.
It's more of a traditional, New England. But it reminds me of Other Half Brewing out of New York. They do the oat cream IPAs, which I'd never heard of.
Oat cream.
Yeah,
You brought that back.
So I did. We did
so
one.
good.
We did one at Windshift, and basically they it's like that, but then they put a lot more oats in it, and so it's creamier, and it kills that bitterness at the end.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was the ones in New York. I was like, oh, these are so good. Oh, by the way, they're 10%. I was like, how do you do that?
Also, your trip out there, caused the pandemic.
Yeah, it was right. It was the weekend before the shit
world
shut
ended.
down.
Right.
The world ended when he got back.
I was at KCBE, the beer festival in Lawrence, the weekend before that pandemic started with 2,000 people.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. So we're at this beer fest, and it's called Pastry Town. So it's all pastry stouts,
kind of thing.
pastry things, and wrestling, as one would imagine.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Could you fit wrestlers in your ball pit upstairs?
Yes.
By the way, I really hope the ball pit thing is real.
It's not.
Damn it!
It's imagination.
Damn it!
I mean, we can make it happen.
I was really hoping I was going to walk up there in a little bit, and there was a ball pit.
Yeah.
So the whole news about the coronavirus had come out, and then we get to this festival, and we see these first responders, and they've got Corona on the back of their. We're like, oh, it's a real thing. No, it's a town called Corona, New York.
That's freaking awesome.
I'm like, is this a special forces coming in for this festival just in case?
Just in case.
But yeah, this is a nice beer.
I like that. I really
It's
like that.
They do a great
I
job.
accidentally saw the back of the can, so I'm not going to play.
I don't remember what it is.
I'm out this round.
I'm gonna say probably 7.2.
I was going to go 8.3.
Actual retail ABV, 8%.
No.
You went over. You went over.
You went over.
Oh. You know,
So sad.
we need to have that sound that does when you lose on Price is Right. No, not that one. We're in the 1940s. What the fuck is that?
That was the whammy.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
We're
Preloaded.
We're gonna get you that.
That's all I got preloaded.
Then I've got.
You know what I can do though.
Do not do that happy birthday thing.
No, but you know what I can do. Our good buddy,
Songs
the Black Diamond.
of life, they ring from quiet
That's right,
steeples
folks. Kansas City's own,
distant
the Black
valleys,
Diamond.
along the hillsides of lovers' hearts. Of lovers'
He would kill up here.
hearts.
Yeah.
He does that. He does that winery down in Pleasant Hill,
Yeah.
and it sells out.
Apparently, he just signed a deal to go to do a festival in Kentucky next month.
Yeah, but do you know about the Black Diamond?
I don't.
So he's a brother, but he sings like Neil Diamond. Sounds just like him.
That was him. That wasn't Neil Diamond singing just now.
To the
that
point
was
where
the Black Diamond.
where Neil Diamond says, "Yes, I sound like you."
Oh, wow.
Can't make
Yeah,
this up.
There you go.
And
Dude has the most amazing stories.
He knows
He's been on the Kimmel Show. He knows everyone. He used to live with the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah, it's crazy. He knows every celebrity known to man. It's fucking stupid.
Wow.
It's nuts, and he's just a good dude too.
Yeah. That was a tasty beer. Is there anything left in there? Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
like half full still.
Refills.
Yeah. Bro, it's good to have you on, man. Again, congrats on this. I love the concept. I love what you're doing. I feel like we should come up here and just hang out sometime.
Yeah.
Because it's not that far of a drive. It's not like going to St. Joe.
I feel like I need to come up here during a basketball tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
What tournaments?
Sit upstairs in
The
the ball
men's?
pit.
Oh, is there like TVs up there or
TV's
something?
upstairs.
I'm going to sit
yeah.
in the ball pit and watch some basketball.
There you go.
Ball
Watch some
pit.
March Madness.
Have your March Madness in the ball pit, are you? Are you?
By the way, can that happen in the next few weeks?
I mean, we can get one of those like
McDonald's
octagon children's playpens. and
Yeah,
just
like
fill it full.
McDonald's style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But I want everybody to cough on it first before Nick gets in.
Well, yeah. I mean, look,
Just
if,
like McDonald's.
if there's not fear of me, needing to be in the ICU afterward, what's the point of getting in?
The ICU. I see you.
right.
Look, it's like when you travel. I want the restaurant where I'm probably going to need a penicillin shot afterward. That's the restaurant I want to go to.
I'm going to vote no for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I want the hole in the
I'm gonna
wall. I want the dirty hole in the wall.
I mean, I like
restaurant.
the hole in the wall diners, but I don't want a penicillin shot afterwards.
Yeah. Is penicillin still a thing?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
pills.
I'm allergic to it, but yeah, you do.
You know, we skipped over. It's an important thing that you mentioned. He built his own walk-in,
Yeah, I built it.
and it's outside. Never.
How was that in when it was fucking freezing in January?
Well, it was fine. Like I said.
No, I mean you having to go outside to get shit.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
How about building one?
So building one, they're all cam locks. They're super easy to put together. One person is.
Hold on, man. We were outside. He said, "I built it myself." He acted
Yeah.
like it was just
There
some
was
sort
two-
of.
there was two of
I'm
us.
sorry, but you
I brought
can't
in-
say IKEAing that thing was easy.
And he's like, "I
Yeah.
brought in a crane."
No. 8-foot ladder and
With my left arm, I drove the crane. With my right arm, I drove the forklift.
yeah. Taking it apart was harder than putting it back together.
Why'd you have to take it apart?
So it's a used one from another brewery.
Oh, so you had,
So I had to take
So you
it.
had to disassemble,
so I had to
move
disassemble it, move it, put it back together.
did you ever work at IKEA?
No.
Could you now?
You could now.
Yeah, now, yeah.
That could be a side hustle.
His,
you know,
se-
like-
his second job is IKEA support.
well, no, it could be one of those guys. You get on Craigslist.
Fiverr. He's on Fiverr to put together your IKEA
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's a great hustle.
Again, Allen wrenches. That's how you put them together.
Look. It's not the size of your IKEA furniture. It's the size of your Allen wrench.
I don't. Are the wrenches from IKEA really Allen wrenches? Those are some weird Swedish bullshit.
They're like an Allen wrench on one side and a screwdriver on the other.
Yeah, they're like Transformers.
They're awful. They're
Actually,
awful.
they're not Transformers because Transformers are cool. They're GoBots.
Go by. Oh.
Wow, you just
Yeah.
Yeah.
you went GoBots on us. Wow.
I mean, am I right though?
Sure.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Yes, I mean, sometimes, but not.
Some
not
of
this
us
time.
grew up we couldn't afford Transformers.
Whoa.
I'm sorry about that.
Wow.
Didn't even know Transformers existed.
Until
Listen,
you
you
saw
can't. No. Look, I'm from freaking Joplin.
The metropolis of Joplin.
Metropolis of Joplin. I even got Transformers.
Great, rich family.
Well,
Talk about toy shaming.
wow.
Look, we toy shame, but we don't kink shame or drink shame.
That's right.
And great minds drink alike. You see that? I love that.
I love the
a good
neon
slogan,
there.
isn't
Like
it?
this is really is a great space. Everybody needs to come out here.
Yeah. And we talked about the chairs. You see these chairs all the time in different places.
But you don't see them
We're
padded.
padded.
Yeah,
Oh, like,
that's right.
We fancy.
Like you took these and you were like, nope, that's
No.
not bougie enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's
I mean,
padded.
you've got the bar stools over there that
Yeah.
are padded.
I've
and
been
back
checking
and-
those out. I've been like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go sit at the high top a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
You got
When you
gold,
get your mimosa.
gold ones.
Well, look, I mean, I got that no ass disease,
That's right.
so I want a good padded chair.
Here comes a settler.
Well,
Is that one of your-
Hey.
that's
Is that one of your regulars?
that's old Joe.
Oh, it's old Joe. Oh my God.
That's a
Wow.
Platte County.
He's here.
That's a Platte County native.
That's a farmer right there.
That's a Platte County
Yeah,
native.
heard.
I think he might also be a wizard. Look at those glasses. He might also be a
Ooh,
wizard.
that was
He
nice.
could be.
9.5. 9.5.
Did you just rate your own burp?
that was me.
I didn't burp, bro.
I thought that was him. I thought he was rating his own burp.
It sounded like me. No, Billy was like, I got you, bitch.
Yeah. So your chairs and the chandeliers, that kind of stuff, that's Laura. The attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's chandeliers in the bathrooms here.
Yeah.
You know.
I love the lights above the bar.
Yeah.
Those are fucking dope.
Those are all the teardrops. I don't know what are
Teardrops,
Drip,
yeah.
drip.
Teardrops.
Drip, drip, drip.
So don't think you can't come to
Are those
a brewery and it not be fancy.
The tears of
Yeah,
brewers
it should be.
past.
That's right.
It should be fancy.
Yeah. It's that tears of my enemies
Oh, wow.
right there.
They're all in the basement.
From
That's
Leavenworth?
right. Yeah. There's some nice people in Leavenworth.
I was trying to feel like who's the rival for Platte City?
Oklahoma.
Wow.
I like this dude.
Really? You really laughed out.
Favorite guest.
You really just laughed out
Best
loud.
guest ever.
That's terrible.
Best guest ever.
Anyway, you shut the fuck up. Billy, where can they find Barley and Vine on the socials? Well, you give the address,
So
too.
246 Main Street in Platte City, and then it's at Barley and Vine PC.
On the Instagrams?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Twitter, see?
How do you feel about the Twitter/X?
It's called Twitter. It's not X.
It's whatever. It's called Twitter.
I can't X you. I can tweet you.
Yeah.
I'm almost.
Well, you
I'm
could
almost-
X him.
I'm
I
almost.
mean,
I'm
break
almost.
up with
I'm
him.
almost, I'm
Yeah,
almost
whatever.
done with the tweeter.
The worst thing is when they go on X, formerly known as Twitter. No,
Yeah.
it just
say
everybody
Twitter.
knows.
Twitter.
Just call it
Just
one
call it
thing.
Twitter,
Everybody
yeah.
knows what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Where can they find us, Nick?
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or most any of your favorite podcast apps. Even, are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
You got one of them, our Alexa devices?
Bar.
Hey, Alexa, play the Beers with Nigel podcast.
You know,
And it'll work.
Wow.
You know you can find us on the
On the Instagrams?
on the grams, on the face butts.
What about
Face
X?
butts.
X? Can you get it on X?
Also, AKA Twitter, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Beers with Nigel is on all the socials,
iHeart.
except for TikTok, because we haven't done that yet.
iHeart Radio.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Really, like I said, any of your favorite podcasts.
Beerswithnigel.com.
And beerswithnigel.com, which is where, Nigel, people need to go to get their tickets for the most badass beer event to hit KC in freaking years.
It's the only one that's hit like this. Nobody's
look,
ever done this.
Nobody's done this. Look, not only is it an awesome, awesome documentary that there's going to be a screening at the historic Gem Theater
Yeah.
on Saturday, but there's going to be a live show at our good friend's place, Vine Street Brewing,
Yep.
followed by a bottle share. And look, folks,
It's going to be the bottle share.
folks, the only bottle share better than what we're going to do is at Barrel and Flow.
#1 beer fest in the United States, you know.
And like we've got
2 years in a row.
We got people coming to KC that have never been here that are big in the beer world. This is a weekend to do it. This is a weekend to come in. So go to beerswithnigel.com, get your tickets.
And it's a fundraiser.
And it's a fundraiser. Like it's not really about us. We're
What
raising
day,
money.
What day is it?
April 12th
12th
and
and
13th.
13th.
Yeah.
We're raising
Friday,
money
Saturday.
for the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, the American Jazz Museum, and the National Black Brewers Association.
Yeah.
So it ain't about us. It's about raising money for 3 important nonprofits.
But it's also about showcasing Kansas City.
to the craft beer world.
Yeah. Because
So look, KC, show up, show out. Let's do it.
Did you say show up, show out? Oh,
I did.
You fancy, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
Look,
He's in a fancy bar.
I'm in the
fancy brewery
bougiest
right
beer
here.
bar we've ever been in. Of
Wine
course
bar,
I'm going to
yeah.
do that.
And he's about to have a mimosa.
And I'm
Beermosa.
a beer
Beermosa,
mosa.
not mimosa.
Listen, your Oklahoma ass needs to be quiet. You ain't ready for this level of bougie.
Oh, you're totally wrong.
Good night, folks.
Fucker.
You've been listening to Beers with Nigel, a show about beer and other stuff, hosted by Nigel Woodbury and that other guy, Nick Parker. Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, providing bumper-to-bumper graphic design, promo products, and print services. Find them at direoil.com. Beers with Nigel is a proud member of the Fredcast Network and is available on all of your favorite podcast flavors. Find Beers with Nigel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ask Alexa to play the Beers with Nigel podcast.